Welcome back to Clum Gym, everybody. Let's meet the players, and for that we go to public address announcer Ross Smith.
Aloha volleyball fans, welcome to Clum Gym and tonight's Western Intercollegiate Volleyball Association rematch between the Waves of Pepperdine and our own University of Hawaii Rainbows. Here are the starting lineups for Pepperdine. A freshman setter, 6'6", from Escondido, California, number 1, Dijon Doffner. From Chatsworth, California, freshman middle blocker, 6'4", number 4, Mark Root. A 6'3", junior outside hitter from Covina, California, number 8, Randy Bergstead. A 6'4", senior setter from Honolulu, number 11, Doug Rigg. From Sydney, Australia, 6'6", freshman middle blocker, number 13, Jeff Hart. And from York, Pennsylvania, sophomore, 6'6", middle blocker, number 15, Robert Keller. Assistant coach for Pepperdine, Jim McLaughlin. The head coach for the Waves, Rod Wild. And now the starting lineup for the Rainbows. From Kaneohe, a junior outside hitter, 6'2", number 1, Alan Allen. A 6-foot sophomore from Costa Mesa, California, outside hitter, number 2, Adam Lockwood. From Waimea, Kauai, a senior middle blocker, 6'4", number 5, Victor Poppinga. Also from Waimea, sophomore setter, 6'1", number 7, Lyman Lacro. From Fountain Valley, California, sophomore, 6'4", middle blocker, number 11, Carlos Briceno. And a 6'4", sophomore middle blocker from Waimea, Kauai, number 12, Brian Poppinga. The assistant coach of the Rainbows is Tony Crabb. Head coach Alan Rosehill.
What was interesting in the last match on Friday was that Hawaii able to sweep Pepperdine in 3, and that was a big surprise. So we are underway. First game. That ball almost up into the lights. Number 11 is Rigg. Hawaii trying to return it. Lacro, Lockwood, he will not be able to return it, and it will be side out for Pepperdine. Pepperdine Wave from Malibu, California. They moved up there in 1972 to that unbelievably beautiful campus. Serving is Mark Root, 6'4", freshman out of Chatsworth, California. Lacro setting. Alan Allen, and need I say more?
Jim, here we saw Alan Allen attacking the middle. Lyman Lacro setting what they call a one set, a quick set right here. Alan Allen is up before the other blockers can get up. Hawaii gets a side out.
Alan Allen had 16 kills in Friday night's match against Pepperdine.
Jim, what happened there was they called a double hit on Brian Poppinga. You're allowed to double hit the ball if it's the first contact. When it's slowed down by the block, though, you can't double hit it. You've got to play it cleanly.
Dijon Doffner serving now for Pepperdine. He's number 1. Lacro back setting. Lockwood. Good dig by Doffner. Bergstead with the spike. And a point for Pepperdine. Doffner will go back to serve. Doffner is a 6'6" freshman out of Escondido, California. He's one of the many redheads that populate the roster, including the coaches of Pepperdine.
Jim, I might add one more thing about that young man right there, Dijon Doffner. He is the stepson of the United States men's Olympic volleyball coach, Marv Dunphy, who was also the ex-volleyball coach at Pepperdine University. Dijon Doffner, a highly recruited freshman.
Victor Poppinga has it rejected by number 13, Jeff Hart. 2-0 Pepperdine, game number 1.
Great story behind Hart right there. He goes up on a solo block here all by himself, blocks it back into the court at 6'6", easy for him. He's from the Australian national team, a 22-year-old freshman.
Lacro for Lockwood. That is blocked, but it goes out of bounds, and Hawaii will get the side.
Already we see Adam Lockwood getting more than his share of sets. I think Lyman Lacro will try to spread it out tonight. Allen got 43 sets the other night, way more than he should have.
Riggs setting up Bergstead. Cross-court spike off of Briceno, side out Pepperdine. Serving out for Pepperdine, Jeff Hart. Another freshman. Hart out of Sydney, Australia. Allen with a soft touch. Net violation. That is a point for Pepperdine. They now lead 3-0, and Bobby Clark explaining to Victor Poppinga what the actual violation was.
What they're calling is that the ball is that Allen stepped under the net, got his whole foot under the net.
Jeff Hart again to serve for Pepperdine. 3-0 Wave. Lacro, Brian Poppinga. Do we look up at the roof? Nope, no paint flakes, no paint flakes.
Here he is, boom, boom. Brian Poppinga hitting the quick set. Allen right behind him hitting what they call a double quick. And that really poses a problem for the Pepperdine blockers.
That ball is in. Nice spike that time by Robert Keller off the short set by Doug Rigg, number 11. Keller will now serve for Pepperdine. And they continue to lead here in game one, 3-0. Pepperdine has come in here with a mission. They have one of the victories over UCLA, and then Hawaii really took them. That goes right into the crowd. Chris McLaughlin reaches up, spikes it back. 4-0 Pepperdine.
Here we see the block that time by Dougie Rigg, 6'4" setter, whom Rod Wild, the Pepperdine coach, calls the best setter in the nation. And I would have a hard time disagreeing with him. He is one great player. He's had a great career. The fourth Rigg to attend Pepperdine.
That is out long by Keller. And the Rainbows, who have yet to score a point here in game one, will have the side. And Victor Poppinga out of Waimea, Kauai, serving. Rigg. Allen with a little punch. Bergstead blocked up the net by Poppinga and Lacro. Rigg setting, back setting for Hart. And that will be side out Pepperdine. And Bergstead will now, Randy Bergstead, 6'3" junior out of Covina, California, serving now for Pepperdine. 4-0 Pepperdine in game one. Rainbows have yet to tally. And they are starting very slow here in the first game. That's long.
Jim
So Brian Poppinga will try to stay in the gym here to serve.
So Pepperdine had trouble the other night serving in Clum Gym. They served 10 balls out. And they practice their serving in the off day.
Bergstead, that's in, side out Pepperdine, and Bergstead has this court zeroed in right now.
There's Bergstead hitting from the back row. He comes flying from behind that 10-foot line, hits a great cross-court shot there. He was one of the few Pepperdine players that had a solid match the other night.
Lacro kind of throws it over, and he gets it down in front of Rigg. Side out for the Rainbow Men. 4-0 Pepperdine.
On the stats from the other night, Dougie Rigg and Mark Root and Bergstead were the only three Pepperdine players that really had solid matches that played up to the normal percentages. The other guys really struggled, and Rod Wild is hoping they'll shore up their weaknesses from the other night.
Right at the net that time was Mark Root, number 4. And it's side out for Pepperdine, and Root will serve for the Waves. 4-0 Pepperdine, game number 1.
There we see just a little tap down by the blocker. If you block that ball too hard, you follow through into the net. Root just sort of broke his wrist and knocked it back down on the bow side of the court. Important for a player to dig the ball and keep it on your own side.
Lacro back setting for Briceno. And that is long. They check with all of the officials. 5-0 Pepperdine. Root again serving for the Waves. Victor Poppinga to Lacro. Lockwood. And they call a violation on Lockwood. And Rosehill erupts from the bench, the Rainbow coach.
Jim, I'll tell you what the problem was there. Adam Lockwood jumped so high that when he spikes the ball at the top of his jump and puts it down, the ball actually hits the floor before he lands. When he landed, Bobby Clark is correct. Watch, we'll see him take off way up here. The ball hits the ground, and then he hits the ground, and he does land underneath the net, which is a violation. But the ball, in my opinion, was out of play. And that's how they ruled it, right there.
So credit Bobby Clark. He said that the ball was down before he had landed, and so it will be Briceno serving for the Rainbows. Credit Bobby Clark. I mean, he changed his decision, and he checked with Randy Shaw. Sign of a good official. Pancake did by Briceno. They're going to battle at the net here. And Lockwood is underneath. Lockwood on the violation.
Lockwood goes up here, reaches over the net, and just catches the net with his shoulder on the way down. Just barely ticks it. Hard to tell on the replay there, but I think he did catch it. It was not far from where we're sitting, and I thought he did net. Good call by Bobby Clark.
Dijon Doffner again serving for Pepperdine. They lead 5-0. And the Rainbows seem a little befuddled here at game number 1. Nothing seems to be working quite right. Allen is rejected at the net that time. Victor Poppinga rejected. That goes off of Briceno. Point for Pepperdine. And Pepperdine owning the front row. Timeout is called. 6-0 Pepperdine in game 1. Briceno. The dig by Rigg. Birdstead by Victor Poppinga and Allen. Side out Rainbow.
Jim, the Bows really needed a big side out there. If they go down 7-0 in this game, they're really looking at a tough comeback.
Brian Lockwood, that'll fall in. Great dig by Briceno off the spike by Hart. Hart setting, cross court for Birkstead. Good diving save by Briceno. Allen. First point for the Rainbows here in game 1.
There's Allen with a little cross court soft shot. Pepperdine dug back in their trenches waiting for the A-bomb to drop, and didn't. He pulled the string on that one, hit a nice little off-speed shot. Smart play by Allen.
So Lockwood almost from the next time zone serving, and that'll be in. Rigg sets for Birkstead. Good spike. That was right in. And remember what we said about Birkstead. He has these red lines zeroed in because that is not the first time he's done it. That's his 4th kill here.
That's right. For the year, he's hitting about 320, and you can compare that to a baseball batting average. 320 in this league as an outside hitter is a very, very good average.
Lacro, Victor Poppinga off the block and out.
Speaking of excellent hitting, Victor Poppinga the other night on Friday night hit for a phenomenal .833. He had 11 kills in 12 attempts, only had 1 error. If he duplicates that tonight, Pepperdine's in for a long night.
Rigg setting for Birkstead, blocked at the net. Lacro and Brian Poppinga. Point for the Rainbows, 6-2. Allen serving for the home team. Rainbows down by 4. Birkstead, Rigg, blocked at the net. Keller, blocked by Victor Poppinga. Hart, blocked at the net by Lacro.
Jim, this is really a chess match right now. Lacro is the smallest blocker on the court right now, and he's moving all over the place and blocking, trying to fool Dougie Rigg, this Pepperdine center. That time, Dougie Rigg got the best of him with a great back set.
Keller will now serve for Pepperdine, 6-3.